Hey guys, I want to bring you a message today. Most people around the US right now are stuck at home. They're either on stay-at-home orders, they're on lockdown, they've probably been laid off from their job, or they're working less hours, or whatever the case may be. Gyms are closed. A lot of people really don't have much exercise equipment at home. I'm one of the lucky few. I've been making exercise and fitness a priority for the last 12 years of my life. I've bought a lot of home gym equipment and I never have to go to a gym in my life. But a lot of people don't have those resources to them. They don't have much gym equipment at home, if any, and they rely on going to the gym to get their exercise. So, what can you do right now that gyms are not only closed, but a lot of places are sold out of fitness equipment? I was at Target a couple days ago. Almost all of the free weights, bands, and anything are sold out. You go on Amazon and look for free weights, all sold out. Yeah, I was even looking for dip stands the other day, just a stand to do dips on. Every single one of them is sold out. There's a little bit of fitness bands on there, but that's pretty much all I've seen so far. Rogue Fitness is sold out of just about everything, and even a lot of the smaller ones that cater more to CrossFit athletes, all sold out of stuff. So, what can you possibly do? I got a list here, so if I look down and read off the list, I'm not making eye contact. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help you guys out here. I've done some stuff in the past on this channel, doing body weight only workouts, doing some tutorials on how to make push-ups more challenging or stuff like that. So I'll link a couple of those in the info in this video if you want to check out any of those videos. Just some resources for you guys. Otherwise, on the internet, there's endless amount of resources. Body weight training, minimalist equipment training, things like that. Even if you just have a band at home, you can get a good workout at that. And then you can go to like Home Depot or Menards or any of these places. I don't want to go to Menards right now because they're enforcing wearing masks, which I don't like when places enforce you to do things. They recommend it, that's fine, but don't enforce things, especially when here in Minnesota the cases of this COVID are not very high. It's absolutely crazy. But enough of that. So there's a lot of resources out there. There's books, there's YouTube channels, there's articles, there is demonstrations everywhere of body weight movements. And a lot of people, if you're not really deep into fitness and you just like, you go to the gym, you're like, oh yeah, body weight training, I guess you can do squats and push-ups and stuff like that. There's some body weight training. Honestly, if you get deep enough into it, body weight training, you can do everything with body weight training. It's not the optimal, it's not the ideal for every single thing, but you can work every single body part with body weight training. It's extremely effective, and if you learn this stuff right now, you will have it with you for the rest of your life. So it's very valuable stuff to learn, I think. A lot of people look at this stuff and they're like, that seems like a lot of work to learn that stuff. This stuff is with you for the rest of your life. This is going to help you stay in shape, stay strong for the rest of your life. And this is very important stuff. People take this way too lightly. You want to be strong, you want to be mobile, you want to be healthy for the rest of your life. Body weight training can get you that. Without any equipment necessary, you can do it anywhere under any circumstances. Some other things you can do, use furniture. I've seen people like do hyperextensions, back hyperextensions. So if you're unfamiliar with what that is, if you just basically draping over something and bringing your back up like this. People doing that over the edge of their couch. People using their dinner table to do inverted rows. So you'd lay under your dinner table, grab the table like this, and then you'd pull yourself up to the table. Just unique ways like that. Staircases. You can do step ups up and down the stairs. You can do hops, like single leg hops up and down the stairs, up forward, sideways, all kinds of different ways you can use stuff in your home. You can use partner workouts. So let's say you live with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, friend, brother, anybody, roommates. You can use them for partner workouts. You gotta look some of this stuff up. I don't have a whole lot of examples here, but I've done partner workouts before. Use my buddy to do lunges, throw him over my shoulder. We'll have it, or one of us is standing on like a plyo box, just holding our arms out like that, and the other person's doing inverted rows that way. There's many different things you can do. Shift your focus right now. If your focus has always been on lifting heavy or Maybe your focus has always been on running. You go to the gym, you go on the treadmill, you go on the Stairmaster, you go on the elliptical, and you do 60 minutes of cardio on there. Change your routine up a little bit at this time. Become flexible. Maybe focus more on balance. So you're going to do a lot more single leg stuff and yoga poses. Change to agility. You're going to go out in your backyard or at a park or wherever you can possibly exercise and do agility drills, change of direction drills, jumping, skipping, hopping, any kind of stuff like that. Sprints up a hill are great, anything like that. Aerobics, if you've been lifting all the time, maybe now's the time to shift focus a little bit and build up your endurance a little bit. Do some jogging, some hiking, any kind of farmer's walks, stuff like that, stuff that you can do with lighter weights to still give you a training effect. You don't have to train heavy at this time, especially when you can't, if you don't have the resources for that. Mobility, yoga, hiking, I kind of touched on all that stuff. Stretch a little bit more. Do different workouts, do different bodyweight workouts that improve your mobility. Some downward dog yoga stuff, upward dog, spinal twisting poses, stuff like that. Isometrics you can do, like a lot of people, if you have strong legs, just doing a bunch of bodyweight lunges like this, you could probably do hundreds of them without really getting that terribly tired. But if you work on isometrics and just hold it in this weakest position here or something like that, go very slow on the way down, pause every once in a while. All of a sudden you can make it quite a bit more challenging than you would just doing like endless, mindless reverse lunges. Play with the tempo. Even something I was doing the other day, grab a towel. So I'm going to do isometric split squats like this. I'm holding onto the towel here under my foot, and I'm going to choke down on it. I'm going to get in a deep lunge position, and I'm going to try to stand up. And I can't because that towel is stuck under my foot, but I'm using a lot of isometric leg strength trying to overcome that. So isometrics, when you're doing isometrics, you're generally only gaining strength in about the range of motion you're working and up to 30 degrees above and below. So when people do isometrics, I like to tell them, you want to go in like the lowest position here, work in this low position, do some isometrics. So I'm going to try to stand as hard as I can, try to push that leg, hold for about 10 seconds. So this is building my strength in the lowest range of motion of this lunge or split squat. Then I'm going to stand up a little bit more, okay? I'm going to take that knee angle from 90 or a little bit below 90 to a little bit higher. Work on this angle, 10 seconds again. As hard as you can. Push down. And then choke up. Work this angle here, which is a slight bent knee. Again, push down. Try to rip that towel in half. So that's a pretty good. I mean, I just did a few seconds there, and I've definitely got a decent leg pump going here from that. So there's many different ways you can do this. Just research new stuff. Adapt to the situation. Work your way around things. Do what you can. You can always go to like Home Depot or Menards, like I said. You can buy cinder blocks to use as weights. You can buy sandbags. Sandbags are great. When you buy them at the store and they're in the plastic bags, that's really, I wouldn't recommend doing like lunges with that on your shoulders or anything, just because those bags are so flimsy and they can rip open. But if you can throw them into an old duffel bag and duct tape the hell out of it, that will work. There's specific sandbag brands out there. I like Alpha Strong sandbags. They're incredible sandbags. You can do tons of different things with them. They're probably all sold out right now, but you can check on that. I'm breathing fairly heavy just from those towel lunges there. You can buy a sledgehammer. So sledgehammers are great for just doing sledgehammer strikes. You can go to a tire store, get an old tire from them, and just beat the hell out of that with a sledgehammer. Obviously, that's going to make your forearms and grip and lats and biceps and everything strong. You can work on your conditioning with that, just doing repeated hits. You can work on your power, just doing quick hits as hard as you can with kind of longer breaks in between. One of my favorites, Sled. And this might be kind of tough to find right now, but On Amazon, you could probably find it like a kid's sled for snowing. I bought one of those for like 20 bucks. A sled that kids use to go sled in the snow. Pull that out my backyard. Put a little bit more rope around it so I can throw it over my shoulder or something like that, or put a belt on and do sled pulls forwards, backwards, sideways. I even like to put the strap around my ankle and do like sled pull hip flexion here. So dragging the sled's around my ankle here, the sled strap, and I'm gonna take a step forward and then lift that hip flexor, lift that sled pulling behind me. Great workout. And then you can just grab that bag of sand. You can do bear hug squats. You can throw it over your shoulder. You can do lunges, all kinds of things. You can do curls. You can do deadlifts. You can do hundreds of different things with a sandbag. Just look up sandbag training on YouTube. There's tons of it on there. Partner workouts I already touched on. I think I pretty much covered this list here. But guys, there are so many different ways you can do stuff. It's not the ideal time. Obviously, you would love a well-equipped gym or whatever. You don't have it. A lot of people kind of get dissuaded by that, or they're, I don't really have the gym. There's no point in working out. There's absolutely a point in working out. Learn from this, evolve from this, mix it up, learn some new techniques, learn some new body weight movements, pick up some new equipment at Home Depot that you can use to do home workouts with. There's so many different things you can do, guys. Don't waste this time in quarantine, stuck complaining about stuff, doing nothing. Make the most of it. Learn some new skills. Learn ways to make body weight stuff heavier. Like I was even saying, if you're doing a ton of these lunges or whatever, you can do isometrics, low, slow, make them slower. You can do floating lunges. So keep this leg off the ground and go down like this. All of a sudden you got a body weight lunge that went from a super easy, mindless exercise that you could crank out hundreds of to doing a single leg floating version. All of a sudden, it's pretty damn hard. You could maybe do 10 or 15 or 20 of them. That's a good workout. That's definitely better than nothing. So figure out new ways to do this, guys. Like I said, I'll link a lot of my body weight workouts I've done in the past on here. And hopefully this video inspires you guys a little bit. Hopefully it makes you think outside the box and adapt to these new times we're facing. Learn some new skills that are going to last you a lifetime of being able to keep yourself in shape, keep yourself in good health, and take care of your body and your mind. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you guys want to see some more workout videos in the future, and thanks for watching.